Exploring Detroit. Become human behind the scenes. Starting with the menu, there's something pretty bizarre there. First, the background, which is basically a giant cylinder with the android in the middle. Notice that there are also these structures around her, probably meant to help with the lighting and to create this effect you're seeing here. Now, what I'm about to show you really doesn't make it feel like this game is almost 8 years old. The android's dress is extremely detailed, to the point where you can see the fabric stitching and fibers. On top of that, she has several moles on her back, details you would never notice during normal gameplay, but they're still there anyway. Now, moving on to the game itself. In the first section with Connor, almost right before you leave the elevator, the girl who gets captured by the android is in a T-pose in the kitchen, along with a police officer. Right after that, her hair also glitches into a similar shape. In Kara's section, there are some very interesting things. First, the very beginning of this part is in first person, and the big difference is that instead of the character not having a head like in other games, here the head actually exists inside the character's body. On top of that, there's another Kara model outside, this time fully complete, which is most likely the one we control during the game. Also in this section, you can notice that in front of the store, there are cars, trucks, buses, people, basically a lot going on. The thing is, the level of detail in them is insane. Inside the buses, for example, there are some screens that from far away look like they're turned off, but when you get closer, you can clearly see every single pixel on the screen. Besides that, all the vehicles and even people's umbrellas have tiny raindrops on them. What really stands out, though, is this truck's windshield. Notice that it has this cover, and exactly in the lower part where it is, there are no raindrops. It could be because of the windshield wipers, but even so, it's an absurd level of detail, and for some reason, there are a ton of streets outside the playable area. Now, in Marcus's scenario, right at the very beginning when we need to wake up at the entrance of the house, underneath it there's another bed identical to his. Well, if it's there, it's probably because it had some function at some point, especially since after we wake him up, that bed disappears. So leave your theory here. Is this staircase automated with a possible opening at the top, or does it just make no sense? And in this part where Connor is talking to Amanda, for some reason there's a model of Todd right underneath that area, and it looks like he's crying.